Okay, first things first, my name is Kenneth Bird. I'm the creator of a Luminous 4K screen paint using ambient light rejection technology gain times 4, 5, and 7. Keep in mind, our new Superior and our new Supreme 7 will be launching on March the 3rd. Those of you who've been asking us about wallpaper, yes, there will be a pre-painted wallpaper screen by Supreme. We're gonna have a price for it very soon. All this is getting ready for the website because I got a ton of orders coming in. People calling me all day yesterday about trying to get their hands on the Supreme 7. Just wait. Do not place any orders. Trust me, just wait. This stuff is amazing. Now, I want to... reason why we're doing this demonstrations because this is to clear a lot of nonsense up. And you know, when people make screen paint, they go to Home Depot, they go to Lowe's. This is where they buy their black paints or white paints. They mix them together. Maybe they go to the art store, get some Christmas glitter. This is how they make their paint. Now, how our technology is made, when I tell you that we're not on your level, we are telling you this. Trust me. All our chemicals are built from the ground up, which means that black, we have somebody come in and actually design our own form of black base, because there's a black base in our black technology, which makes it black. So they build it from the ground up. Imagine if you have a chemist comes in and basically builds it from the ground up. That's the difference. Like if you go to a store and you buy a store-bought cake, there's a difference between a store-bought cake and a homemade cake that's made from scratch. You see what I'm getting at? That store-bought cake has a bit of a kind of fake taste to it, but when you get a homemade cake, it's real as real can get. It's made with love. So that's why our stuff reacts different. When we take it outside, it reacts different to light, it reacts different to any kind of demonstration we do. But we can take and mimic another paint, make the exact same thing, and it'll act the exact same way. Now, I could take that technology right there, and I can advance it to the point, break it down, and advance it to the point where it would be amazing on so many levels. But like I said, it's not mine. I don't bother with it. It belongs to somebody else. Just showing you exactly what is going on from here to there. Alright, so first things first. You're looking at the screens. One's blacker than the other, isn't it? That is a Supreme. That's how we knew in the demonstration. Because a Supreme screen has a certain tone to it. A black tone to it. You know why it has a certain black tone to it? Because it's not everyday paint. It was built from the ground up. I made my own version of black screen paint last night. Same thing, but except for vice versa. Vice versa means they put the white in first, and then they put a couple of teaspoons of black, then they throw in Christmas glitter. This time we just put black paint, put a couple of teaspoons of the white in, and then put Christmas glitter, and this is the black mix we came up with. So this is a black screen paint right here, cheap mix that I made, and over here is a Supreme 7. Now a Supreme 7 can blend in perfectly. It has a white level that's so high, it can blend in perfectly to a dark gray screen or a light gray screen. As you can see right here, sorry about the hiccup right there. The two screen paints we have here, one of these is a metallic screen paint, the other one is a screen paint we made. Now I made a new name for the paint. We're going to be doing a lot of demonstrations on these fake paints. I'm calling my brand of fake paints the Phony Baloney Screen Paint. This is my Phony Baloney Screen Paint. Now this is the black screen paint that I made right here. That's on that side. And then on this side, the gray, this is the paint I made here, Phony Baloney. If you care to see that demonstration, that's it. So this is just to show you that I made a lighter version of it right there, of Phony Baloney. Now, this is being done just to show you that we do not sit in the category of everyday black screen paints or how these mixes are made. You go to Home Depot, they get these mixes, they put them together. No, we don't sit in that category. There's a science behind our technology. That's why it does what it does. So I thought it'd be nice doing a demonstration. As I said before, I was going to paint one side of the screen with a fake screen paint, with a dirty, actually like I said, it's going to come up dirty because it can't produce high enough white levels. So first thing, just to show you how bright the levels are, we're going to put the gray screen against our screen. Now watch this. See how that blends in ever so nicely with no problem? That's how high the white levels are on our technology. We can take a gray screen and we can blend it right in. Now, let's come over here. If we take our gray screen and we put it against the cheap mix, guess what? the gray screen has a brighter, the gray screen paint has a much brighter image than the cheap black mix. See this? Now you see our screen right here, and you see the gray mix here. See how dark it is around here? There you go. Follow with me. This is all cheap mix right here. We'll take this, put this over here. Now I'm also too with a customer by a guy named I'm gonna call him Mr. Geo. We're gonna be building our own floating screens. You're gonna love that demonstration right there. Now from there, I'm going to grab me a demonstration on skin tones. Cheap screen paint mix or technology. That's a Supreme 7. Got the volume down low because it's pretty late. I'm not afraid to test this stuff on my own technology because I know what it can do. I have confidence in my product. You see the difference? See how dark the skin is here? How the white levels are dark? That's how we know. Because our stuff is not everyday paint. It's not. Our stuff was engineered from the ground up. When we developed this stuff, it's engineered from the ground up. If you think I'm the only one involved in designing this stuff, you're wrong. There are 3 other people that I work with that actually helped me with this. And yet some people saying, well, how come you don't see them here and how come you don't see them? It's none of your business. Not to my fans, and to certain people who basically want to be in my business 24/7. Like I said, I run a lot of businesses off YouTube. I'm not on YouTube. My business does not run solidly on YouTube. I have other companies and other contracts that I deal with. So trust me, if I'm working on a project, I'm working with another company, or I'm doing something, signing to an NDA, that's my business. On what I do and how I work with people to develop, and actually we put our heads together to make a better product. As I said before, any black screen can pull up contrast. Any black screen can pull up contrast. The problem you're going to have when it comes to a black screen is not contrast. Like I said, any screen can pull up contrast. The problem you're going to have is white levels. I've seen this demonstration somewhere before where our screen came up too dark. It came up too dark. I wonder where. Now Supreme, I have enough confidence. Like I said, I can take that screen. I can make my own cheap black screen paint, and I can paint it right down the side of the screen and say, look, this is the difference between our screen and their screen. But that light gray cheap mix over there, I laid it against our screen, it blended in. Our screen was able to match it with no problem because the white levels were literally that high. I put it against this cheap mix over here, and what happens? Automatically it comes up brighter. And keep in mind, you got people that don't want to accept this. These are kind of people that if you tell them that the sky is blue, they will argue down and tell you that it's orange. Now, the Supreme 7, like I said, our Supreme 7, our superior screen paints have the ability to pull up the highest white levels on a black screen. We have proven it hands down. We have done demonstrations that other people won't even go near. I had somebody come into my channel, real cool dude, he wasn't disrespectful, cool, nice guy, showed off some of his screen paint. But I was just telling them from the door that, you know, you're doing demonstrations outside, but your screen is faded. It's not enough that you can see the screen. A lot of people don't realize that. It's not enough that you can see the screen. You have to be able to literally see the screen. You know what I mean? It has to be where you can see, literally see the screen. Now we're going to do a demonstration on a kind of matrix kind of screensaver. As you can see, on our side, white levels and black levels at the same time. On this side, the black levels are so high that the white levels start to become dirty, dim. Oversaturation of contrast level, too much black. It's not an even balance. You have to be able to go that extra mile to do this. Now, if my time runs out here, I'm Kenneth Bird from Luminous 4K Screen Paint using ambient light projection technology gain times 4, 5, and 7. I'm going to be doing pretty soon a floating projection screen. I got a customer pretty cool with. We're actually going to be building this project together. He's going to be designing a floating screen. I'm going to be designing a floating screen. Both of the screens are going to be sprayed with the Superior. The Superior is going to be a spray-on screen paint. The reason why we chose to do it that way because it's a highly grade formula. We want to keep it that way. And on top of that, we got people out there that are buying this stuff for commercial use. They want to be to use that front and rear technology that screen comes with. So like I said, it's going to be a very easy application. It's a one-coat application. I will do a demonstration, a couple demonstrations live, and I will do demonstrations on YouTube just to show you. This is what you have when you deal with cheap house paint. You get a dirty image. It's supposed to be bright. Those white levels are supposed to be bright. You'll never see them. You will never see them. This is what I mean by colors will come out dark and dirty. Colors that are supposed to be bright, they're supposed to be vivid, will come out dark and dirty. I'm going to start doing more of these demonstrations. I'm going to start doing more of these demonstrations on using black cheap mixes and put them against our technology. When you have I'm not going to say the individual. When you have people who basically engineer and help you design your own product, because like I said, we all work together on these projects. And keep in mind, we didn't want something that was you can get at a Home Depot and get at Lowe's. We built something that, bottom line, that would different itself, give itself its own identity, its own ID, besides using these cheap products, these cheap mixes out there. You know what I mean? And when you build something from the ground up, you get the control on exactly how you want it. Just like if you're making a cake from scratch, you get the control on how you want it, how much love you want to put into that cake. Or if it's factory made, it's just factory made, that's all. It's just being processed. Just another order on top of another order. That's all. So that's why I can come to you and show you, hey look, that's a Supreme 7. That's what it looks like on white levels. This is the cheap screen paint mix that I made using products from Home Depot and an art store. Or Lowe's or whatever. Sometimes you got to start from the very beginning, very beginning, to design something better. You can't take shortcuts. You take shortcuts, you end up with bad results. Now, when you drive to work, or you coming home and you're in your car, think about your brakes. Think about it. They took shortcuts when they designed your brakes. Did that give you a lot of confidence on the way home or way to work? It's not. Freak you to freak out. You want something that's going to be guaranteed to work. Smoke detectors, things that you rely on in everyday life that pretty much makes your life a little bit more better. You want to make sure they put it through the test. If they're not putting it through the test, then guess what? That's going to be a problem for you, and it could be a problem for your family. That's why you got to take the time to do this, the testing. You have to take the time to show exactly what your product can do. You have to do more than just basically sit in a dark environment and say, hey, look, you know, I got a high power projector, just ambient light, just to lighten the environment, put it in there with a high power projector and say, voila, it looks amazing. Look at the detail, look at the color. Let's go over to our bird sanctuary. I'm gonna go back over to the bird sanctuary. As a matter of fact, no. I'm gonna go over to some butterflies. I've done the bird sanctuary to death. I'll zoom up if you need me to, so you can see exactly what you're really getting. It's just too dark. See how dark the image is? Well, both screens are black. Like I said, not all black screens are the same. So we're going to be doing some more demonstrations, some outside demonstrations on our phony baloney screen paint mixes that we made. And just showing you that, like I said, you know, there's no substitute to basically, for this product. It's just pretty way, there's no substitute to basically cheating your projector. Because like I said, you're going to go out, you're going to take the time, you're going to do the research, just to get a good projector, just to take it home and just basically make a screen paint that's pretty much just going to just ruin your home theater setup. That's pretty much what you're doing. I hate to say it, but it's true. You go this route, you're messing up your home theater setup. Now some of you may be thinking, well gee, he's making that's what the paint is? That's what when people first saw the demonstration, they're like, wow, you know, why I need to buy your paint? I can make that paint at home and I can pretty much get a good deal. Yeah, you're gonna get a good screen, all right. That's the reason why we're making it and showing you. This is what you're actually getting. You're getting some crappy stuff. You're getting some crappy stuff. That's what you're getting. That's why we're showing you. That's why we're making it here. That's why we're showing you. This is actually what you're getting. And my projector is pretty high powered. I don't got a low level projector here. Today I'm using my NEC. This is my NEC NP1150. This projector is 3700 lumens. It's 3700 lumens. And that screen still comes up dark and dirty. And get a good long look at that. That's what you're getting. When you use a cheap, untested, muddy, unprofessional paint, it doesn't port white levels. It'll port black, sure, it'll port black. Any black, like I said, any screen, it's going to port black. Let's go in and pull up a Starfield. I like doing a Starfield demonstration. Starfield, do the HE Starfield demonstration. It's one of my favorite demonstrations to do. Like I said, any black surface will pull up black. The problem you're going to have is that you're going to be generating so much of a high black level that you can't produce white. That's the problem. You know, watch this when I go back in and I pull up something with high white involving high blacks. Got nice black contrast on both sides, but the white levels are higher here. because there is no white levels in this paint. There's none. There's no signs behind. There's nothing. It's just everyday black paint mixed with a little Christmas glitter and some white. That's all it is. There's nothing special about it. If there was anything special about it, it'd be doing something different to show you that it doesn't sit in the same category as that paint as this one is doing right now. You would see something completely different. Sorry if my camera's on an angle there. Oh, that's my battery dying. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. We'll have more as we go along. Seeing that dirty image? Look at this.